In the heart of change, where shadows dance, midlife women take a brave stance. From career shift to emptiness, facing challenges, they do their best. Health and wellness, mind and soul, seeking balance to make them whole. Empowered voices, they rise and shine. On this journey they define. Confused to focus with Lekeisha, guiding hearts through life's transition. From confusion to clarity, finding strength in unity, holistic wellness, personal growth. Together we rise, fulfilling all. In the glow of dawn, new paths unfurl. Every woman a radiant pearl. Holistic health and wellness goals, nurturing minds, bodies, and souls. Self-discovery in every stride, breaking barriers, no longer hide. Achieving dreams, they set their sights. With Lekeisha, they ignite their confused to focus with Lekeisha, guiding hearts through life's transition. From confusion to clarity, finding strength in unity, holistic wellness, personal growth. Together we rise, fulfilling all. From confusion to focus, we'll find our way. With Lekeisha's wisdom, we'll seize the day.
Greetings, Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha family. I am so happy that you are here today. Ooh, this is a great day today, family, and I really appreciate you. I'm so thankful that you're here. We are a community that are focused on the process of people that are feeling stuck to becoming unstuck. And I'm so excited that you're here for this amazing episode today. It's really going to be an impactful episode, family, because we're going to be talking about, episodes of feeling overwhelmed. Can somebody raise their hand if you're feeling overwhelmed? If you know what that is. Oh yeah. If you're in business, if you're a parent, if you're a mentee, if you are in business or an entrepreneur, whatever it is, if you are overwhelmed in processes of life, you're right in the right place. And I'm so glad that you're here with us all. As a midlife identity coach and just a transformational coach and just consultant, I am empowered to be on a mission to ensure that you let go of a lot of those mental, emotional blocks that are very unhealthy, that are holding you back. And that is truly my goal. And I feel that this particular conversation is really going to be beneficial for each and every one of you, for you to actually receive some clarity and understanding and how to proceed moving forward. Definitely me, I am Coach Lekeisha. I am definitely empowered and definitely excited about showing you resources, how you can definitely do that. So with the questions and definitely with the responses from our audience, we're going to be able to connect together. I am so thankful that we have so many others that are here with us. We have Instagram with us. We have Twitter. We have Facebook that are with us and LinkedIn as well. And I'm thankful that each and every one of you are taking the time to be with us live today. So we're going to have a great conversation, family. But you know what? Do me a favor. Do me a favor to subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel and definitely make sure you tell a friend. I promise you, this conversation is going to be impactful. So get your pens and pens and paper. get your notes together, ready to take them, and definitely be engaged, and definitely be able to definitely put some action out there. Go ahead and conversate in the room chat and wherever you are, and definitely lean in, family, because I promise you, you're going to have some clarity today. I'm so excited that you're here with us and definitely impacting this conversation. It's going to be great, family. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We got some studio questions to answer. Oh my goodness. There's some people that felt overwhelmed for sure. We're going to answer them today, and I'm so excited about it. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Definitely make sure you share with friends and family. Let's go. So excited that you are here with us, family, because we're going to have this conversation sometimes that we really don't want to talk about. I have so many people that are here with us. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Mr. Mescue. How are you? Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate you. Heart back to you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. And definitely, we got so many others definitely on Instagram with us, family. Go ahead and say hello to them. So yeah, we got Sweet. We got Green Vision. We got here, and we got Stacy Cassidy here with us. Of course, we got our amazing technical producer here with us, connected with us on the ones and twos, and definitely doing everything he does in his perfection. We got our amazing Queen Bella Plug. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for being here with us. And we got Steady Music here with us. Thank you so much for leaning in and taking some time with us. Oh, I'm telling you, Jeff, how are you? Jeff Martin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Yeah, this conversation is really going to be great, family. Because I promise you, if you are impacted by being overwhelmed, it's a series of something that's going on, just not taking care of yourself, or maybe, taking care of others. I always say, take care of yourself. Honestly, put your mask on first before putting on anyone else's, because you need to be here and need to thrive and actually restore yourself and actually put things in order for you to be able to sow into somebody else. So we're going to talk about that today. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. So, one thing about it, before we go into the questions that are given to us, I want to talk a little bit about this process of being overwhelmed. A lot of times we can be overwhelmed, and it's a negative emotion, negative emotion that's really overwhelming with us. Maybe we have, jobs that we're doing, definitely being impacted, too much on our plates. Raise your hand if you're feeling that way. I know what that feels like when you have too much on your plate and when you have things in order. When you're taking care of everyone else and meeting the needs of everyone else that are close to you, and it can be family, it can be children, it can be just people that you are pretty much need to take care of because they can't take care of themselves. If you are a caregiver, come on now, raise your hand if that's you. Listen, if you are, let's just say if you're someone like me, a coach, let's just say you're someone like me, a coach, and you have a lot of structure going on, you got a lot of things going on, I would say. And just really, you just not really had to take a break for yourself. You're feeling overwhelmed. It happens to the best. Listen, it happens to the best of us. I promise you. And it happens to myself. I'm gonna be honest with you, transparent. It happens to us all. But, a lot of times, we're so focused on what we do in our work and things of that nature to meet the needs in those areas. We forget about ourselves. We forget about the process of ourselves that needs to be implemented into our structure as well. We need to take some time to self-care. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's say if you're a pastor, if you're a mentor, and it's in the pastor role, if you're apostle or bishop, whatever manual that you have in, let's say you're doing a great work, right? But one thing, even with that, you have to take time slots for yourself. Go on vacation. I've seen this done. They go on vacation. They go on needed vacations. And guess what? They don't sit and say, hey, can I go on vacation? They just go ahead and go on vacation. They have their assistants go out and say, listen, put this out that we're going on vacation. We're actually doing on our annual vacation. And listen, this vacation is scheduled. It's scheduled every few months. Guess why? Because they got to restore. They've been putting out on, platforms and traveling and doing those things. They have to restore their body, their mental, their everything within them, literally their physical body. And guess what? They got to take care of their mental body, the mental part of themselves. Okay, raise your hands. You got to take care of the mental part of yourself. And you got to be able to engage in that way to understand that that is a beneficial process for yourself. It's important. So I'm just giving you an example. Wherever you are, if you have an organization, if you're out there, and you literally have been doing the thing. You've been doing the processes out there. You've been laying it down. You been making everything great for your organization. But you got to put some things for yourself because you're feeling overwhelmed. It's like that negative feeling that you feel where, you can't shake it. You can't shake it. And it's important for us to just be in tune with that and be aware that those things do happen within us. It's important for us to do that. So with all that being said, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to really be able to overcome this. But let's go ahead into some of these questions that the viewers have gift wrapped it to us and let us know exactly really what's going on with them. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I really, really appreciate it, family. So let's lean in as we continue. How do you currently cope with overwhelmed emotions, and how effective is that for you? I love this question. So that pretty much go into what we were just talking about, right? Just how we actually begin to build ourselves up. How can we actually schedule in and cope, with these heavy weighted emotions that don't feel so good. So one thing about it, like I just said first, I said to schedule some time for some me time for yourself. It's important for you to check in with you. It's important for you to do those daily check-ins, like literally go on your calendar and begin to set time marks for yourself and say, listen, I need to schedule this vacay. I need to do this. If you need to do a vacation, if you need to go out of the country, if you need to go do in country, whatever it is, I need to schedule it. Let's just say you can't do that. You need to schedule some me time for yourself locally, whatever it is. Go to a movie, go to a play, go do something that you truly love to do and schedule that time. I'm being intentional with that. Schedule that time for yourself. Put a pause on it. I'm being very serious about that. Put a pause on it for yourself because your body needs to restore. That's a flag for your body. Those emotions that are really heavy laden, their negative emotions are a real flag for yourself to really, for you to focus, lean in on it, to understand how you can actually do something different. So pretty much those processes, honestly, when you're doing something that's going to restore yourself, honestly, your body is telling yourself that it need a little break. I need a little break. And need a little break. I always call it a woosah moments. It need a little woosah time. Maybe you need to go take a massage. You need to actually schedule those things. So definitely be intentional as far as scheduling time for yourself and make this an annual routine. Literally, like I said, annually. Have it every quarter. If you need to be sooner, every month. You can't wait for the quarter to end. It needs to be every month, not 3 months. It needs to be every month. You need to take some time. And depending on what your work is, you need to do something every week. Schedule time for yourself, because a lot of times we're in positions where it's very demanding. Let's just say if you're a doctor, if you're a nurse, you know what I'm saying? If you are, a first responder, I know what that is. I remember being a first responder, and I understand now that's like overactive behaviors that have to happen. There's okay, so do this. You're on call quickly. Being on call, anybody raise their hand with that? On call? You know what I'm saying? Oh, gosh, I'm on call this week. I got to do this. Okay, I'm scheduled on call this week. You're in positions of work. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say you're in the prison system. A lot of our, inmates, yes, they're being maintained. But listen, who they're being maintained by? Those are the correction officers. A lot of times they have to keep their work up, but they have to take a break for themselves too. Just give an example. So if you are a first responder, or if you're somebody there in the positions where it's demanding, you need to take some time out for yourself. And honestly, you can, tackle feeling that emotional feeling, and you can begin to schedule times for yourself. But you got to be intentional. You got to be intentional about scheduling time for yourself. Having some time for you to reflect on you. Having some time for you to reflect on you. I always I like music. I'm a music buff. So if you like music, raise your hand on that one. So go ahead and schedule time for you to listen to some good music that you can vibe with. And honestly, it is clearing your mind on areas where that has been so cluttered, where you really wasn't able to breathe, right? You really wasn't able to focus. So you really want to put yourself in a position where you're able to have some clarity, mental clarity. Raise your hand on that one. Mental clarity. Write that in the chat, family. Mental clarity. Just having something like that. So if you resonate with that, that's something that you probably want to take into actually being able to implement into your life. Schedule some time for yourself so you cannot be so overwhelmed in those areas and emotions where you're just coping with the day-to-day life, because you're able to do the job. I'm going to give it to you. You're able to make it happen. You're great at what you do. But let me tell you something. You need some me time and some self-care time for yourself. You need to understand how you can actually maneuver whatever you need to do each and every day by taking care of yourself, having those routines in play. It's important for you to do that. It's important for you to take care of you, and important for you to make some guidelines for yourself. You got that right, Steady Music. Mental clarity. Yes, you already know it. I'm telling you, that's going to be a benefit for yourself. I'm telling you, you're going to restore yourself in that way, even, just by the small things like that. If you're doing something like something local, I always call it local vacay. Those are great. It's always great times to do that. And let me tell you something, in the car, if you need some time in the car, just have a moment for a few minutes of time, and that's just really great for you. And that's all you got. Take that time. Take that time. And I promise you, you're going to be able to structure more time for yourself and begin to use those time for yourself and being able to maneuver that. I will always say, like, do some time where you have some self-reflection and meditation. Begin able to have some time where you're able to just sit with quietness. Having some quiet time, still time. As you're being quiet and actually being proactive with that, you're going to restore your mind. You're going to restore yourself, and you're going to be more charged up. You're meant to be able to create, but you can't create if you're overwhelmed. If you're overwhelmed and you're stressed out, and when you're stressed, which pretty much when you're overwhelmed is pretty much a little bit close to being angry. Having angry emotions. You're just mad. I'm like, I don't know why I'm mad. I'm not usually like this, but I am upset. That's a red flag there. That's something that you need to take in. So think about that. Think about that and begin to establish a routine of self-reflection, of self-care for yourself, and begin to understand how to be able to eliminate a lot of that negative energy for yourself, because it's important for you to live life long and to live life on purpose and live life with clarity. It's important for you to do that. And as you begin to go do those things, you're able to manage, life versus coping with it, because it's time out for that. It's time out for that. It's important for you to begin to understand that. And then I'm going to say this. It's a couple other things you can do. It's all different episodes that you can do. It's not just therapy, because you can do therapy too. Therapy is great. But guess what? You can do therapy like art therapy, music therapy. Okay? You can do things of that nature too. You can journal. Have a good time journaling. I told you I'm a fan of journaling, definitely. Being in that process too. Just having those journal courses that I have is really great for you to be able to understand that, because journaling give you time for you to be able to write out everything and just begin to write out for the day. Oh gosh, this is a great day today. Oh gosh, this day was not actually so great, but the fact that I'm writing it down, I know tomorrow's going to be better. Begin to say those things. It's always going to be better. And being able to have those in your process daily routine. As you begin to have that in your routine, you're going to have time for that. That's taking some time for self-care. You're going to be able to reflect on everything that's going on, and you're able to connect with everything that's happening in your around your world. And you're able to really be a benefit for yourself and able to understand how you can actually begin to maneuver, how to greatly appreciate life. The whole point is for you to appreciate life, and the whole point is for you to love yourself. And as you love yourself, you're able to not just cope, not just manage this life that was given to us, which is a great life, but actually love what you do, love what you've been given, be able to steward what you have appropriately, and be able to manage it in a great way, in a loving way. I promise you, this is going to be great for you. So definitely doing those manager things is going to be great. And honestly, also deep breathing. Deep breathing is great. Learning how deep breathing is a benefit for yourself and learning how to apply that into your life. That way you're not just coping, family. That's why you're not just leaning in with the coping. You're actually leaning in on self-love and self-care for yourself. I promise you that's going to be great for you. As we continue. What barriers prevent you from expressing your emotions healthily? Yeah, this happens a lot. So a lot of times, what really just impacts us from expressing it healthily emotions, a lot of times it's really just, sometimes it's the fear of judgment, looking bad, or somebody may make you feel like some type of way other than what really is happening. A lot of times, we're having to feel that way. So a lot of times it's a barrier sometimes, you're not even expressed the way you want to feel. So it's important for you to begin to understand what you're doing is for you and managing what's for you. Really begin to have a plan in place. Really begin to have a structured plan in place for you to begin to operate in, and begin to understand how you can be open about your feelings. A lot of times we're not even open with it with people, because we can't even share that with them. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed right now. I feel like I can't really do this. I really feel like I can't really manage it. And you don't want to share with that. But let me tell you something. Being honest with yourself and what you need is not something that's lackful. You're actually being very strong when you're speaking up and speaking out on what you truly want, what you want for your life. It's important for you to begin to understand that process, and honestly begin to understand how you can actually incorporate your emotions. Everybody may not be the person that you need to tell it to, but you need to be able to manage what you need to manage for yourself. You need to express the fact that if something's going on within you that you can't really share with others, begin to understand that everybody is not going to be able to deal with it or handle it. So begin to take these things to your strong friends, begin to take it to your safe place, and they're going to be able to nourish you. The fact of people judging you, that means that's not the right crowd to talk about it with. But being able to share your expressions of what you need with the right people that are going to restore you, that are going to actually breathe life into you, they're actually going to be able to show you different areas of you, and without judgment. Nobody should make you for judgment. Nobody should make you feel bad for you to tell you that how you feel. They're actually supposed to be there to support you in every episode you have. That is right. Fear of not being understood or heard. I'm telling you, yes, it is right. Strong music when I tell you it is so true. Because a lot of times that goes in our head and we hold back and we don't want to share. We don't want to express ourselves. And that's the problem right there. We need to be able to express ourselves. Be in a position where you're able to actually maintain where you're at and share it with your strong friends, the people that you're connected with, that you know that you can trust. Be able to build yourself in groups, the connections there. Be able to connect with the ones that are able to sew into you. Like if you have a male group, connect with your male group. If you have a woman's group, connect with your woman's group. Even for adolescents, for people that are younger than you or whoever, they're able to sew into the people that they can trust and like-mindedness they can connect with. Be able to open up to those particular people for them to be able to sew into you. If you need a therapist, therapy is always great with that as well too. But it needs to be someone that you resonate with, that you can connect with when it comes to that. It's important for you to find the people that are able to help you out in a way that's going to be beneficial, a safe space that you want to connect with. So as you begin to operate in that safe space, that's going to be a great process for you. The inner circle, the people, your tribe, I always say, the people that are connected with you, that are actually sewing into you. And always, it's okay to find these people. They're out there. I promise you they are. And they connect with you, and they're able to be like-minded people. They're able to, and not only be there for you and hear what you're saying, but they're able to sew into you. I promise you, that's the best thing ever. I had to do that for myself. Even when I was dealing with all areas of life, I had to be able to acknowledge and connect with people that are able to sew into me. They're able to give back to me. But you're going to be able to see it. And just keep searching for those right people, those right connections. And they're going to be able to connect with you moving forward in every episode of life, honestly. And listen, let's just say you don't find someone. Let's just say if you're not connect with someone, it's okay. Begin that process of journaling, begin that process of understanding yourself, and begin that process of doing things that are great for you. Like I said, connecting with your favorite emotional conversations. Definitely get a great book. Books are great. You need to connect with books that resonate with you, audio books as well. Begin to connect with those. Those areas those different resources are going to be beneficial for yourself. And let's just say, the people that you're connecting with are not in your state. They're not connected to you. It's okay. I know, I've been there. I'm someone that's in the military and I had to travel different places. It's okay. Sometimes you may not have the people that's in your neck of the woods for you to connect with, but you can connect with folks penny but afar. And guess what? Those can be your coaches. Those can be the people that are here with you. Those can be your mentors. And always connections on the phone call, on connections, on digital resources as well. They don't have to always be in your local neck of the woods because there may not be someone there. There's all types of avenues for you to express yourself with. And I promise you, as you begin to express yourself in those different avenues, you're not going to feel so overwhelmed. You're not going to feel like it's a barrier where you don't have areas where you can express your emotions. Your emotions are real. I don't want you to discount that, but I want you to understand that there is information out there for you to lean into, for you to get resources on how you can build yourself up, for you can have clarity moving forward. It's important for you to definitely lean into that. And these are great. This question was great. I promise you it was. Oh my goodness. I really, really like this, family. I really, really do. As we continue, can you share a recent experience where emotional clarity helped you overcome a challenge? Ooh, yes, I absolutely can. This is really great. Just dealing with the different episodes of, when I had, a recent one, when I had to deal with how to, process different processes with my connections on, in a community that I'm connected with. And I had to do some research there. So you have to be able to lean in onto that and how you're being appropriated. Unfortunately, I didn't have the information that it was needed at that time. So I had to begin to respond, but I didn't have the information. So I was really overwhelmed with their response. And then again, also, I had all types of other things that's on my plate. So I have other obligations that's on my plate. So that can be overwhelming as well. Raise your hand if you're feeling that. So, but the information still needs to be answered and requested. It still needed to be connected with, right? So for me, I had to really relax because I felt overwhelmed. I felt like, oh my goodness, this is not good. I don't know how to respond. I don't know how to connect. But I had to remember, relax, calm myself, and begin to realize who I am. I had to begin to say, you know what? You are a great person. You usually have these areas all fine lined and all put together. It's okay. Begin to respond appropriately for what you know to do at the moment. And then guess what? It's going to work itself out because you know your behavior, you know your character, right? So the great thing about it, I had to really maintain myself. I really had to understand who I was, to really understand, to have mental clarity. So that was a challenge, honestly, I felt. But at the same time, I began to respond appropriately, and I began to relax in my emotions, and I began to not overreact. I began to really do some timelines for myself and began to appropriate that response later. Okay, so I have another example. I had to begin to understand how I had to really just maintain my emotions, and I had to begin to understand how I can check in with myself. And things like that I have to always do. I have to always mentally check in with myself and begin to understand what I need to do. Because life be lifing. I always say life be lifing. So when life be lifing and when things happen, you have to understand to put everything in its proper place. Begin to schedule yourself. Begin to understand, listen, I have to respond to X, Y, Z, and it needs to be responded appropriately. So I have to put a timeline for myself and to begin to manage that. And therefore, I'm able to really cope with anything, and I'm able to actually guide myself in a proper way. And that has always worked for me, honestly. And it really, really takes me out of the frantic response. And then that's no clarity there. And then I'm losing myself and my emotions, and I'm not able to respond effectively. Honestly, you really want to respond effectively, and you really want to be able to maneuver everything that you're doing in a right way. But listen, you have to understand that you got this. I had to always tell myself that I got this. And as I had to do, therefore, I had to manage my own emotions. I had to manage my own way of thinking, and had to realize like it is not as big as I thought it was. A lot of times we think it's as big as we is bigger than us, that we cannot do it. But honestly, we make it bigger than what we are, that more than what we have to. It's never that way. And you can always manage things in the right way. Just relax and begin to appropriately respond later. And that's really honestly how I would definitely would answer this question. Honestly, truly. And it really works for me when I usually do it in that way. It honestly really does. Wow, this is great. So one thing about this, process of really managing your emotions, we have to do regularly check in with ourselves. And we have to begin to regularly be our own self-client. We have to do these schedules. We have to be able to maintain, have affirmations. We have to begin to maintain, to have, protocols for ourselves, and having self-reflection from ourselves and self-journaling for ourselves. I would say gratitude journals always work. Always have your gratitude journal. Gratitude journals is always a win-win. And as you begin to have your gratitude journals, this is daily, family. This is daily. Having that process put in place is always going to be a win-win for yourself. That way you're not as triggered on all things. A lot of times these are perceived failures, perceived things that are happening that are not really true. They're not true. So we have to understand that. We have to understand a lot of these fears and a lot of distress is really something that we are actually dealing with in our brains that are not true. We have to begin to understand those, begin to react on things that are true, and begin to actually appropriate it. Honestly, you have to begin to say the opposite of what these fears are. The fears of that I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or I am not this. Begin to say the opposite. Yes, I can do this. I can do hard things. I can appropriate this. I can build this organization. I can build this business. I can actually graduate school. I can actually start school. I can do great things. I'm a great runner. I'm a great appropriator. I'm a great entrepreneur. Whatever it is, begin to say the areas, the things that you want and desire, and you will continue to build that up. And as you continue to build the momentum up and continue that frequency, I promise you, it's going to be greatness. All the greatness and all the great things that you're saying of yourself, that great affirmations and self-care is really going to overlap on itself. And you're going to have great opportunities. You're going to have great success there. And you're going to have great wins. And you're going to appropriate it. And it's going to be a great benefit for yourself as you begin to manage yourself. And that's honestly how you're going to be able to really achieve this perceived issue and fear of being overwhelmed. You're going to take away a lot of those negative emotions, and you're going to be able to appropriate a lot of healthy emotions. You're going to appropriate a lot of healthy sayings for yourself and a lot of healthy I ams versus I can'ts. You're going to say I will versus I won't. Say the total opposite and begin to talk about it. Talk about it. Tell yourself, I'm great at this. I'm a great business owner. I'm a great pastor. I'm a great apostle. I'm a great this. I'm just giving examples. I'm a great track star. I can. Begin to say that over and over again. And as you begin to appropriate that within your life, I promise you, it's going to be great for you. You're going to have ideas. You're going to have different, opportunities for you to express it. Oh my goodness, your creativity is going to really heighten itself because we are creatives. We can create it. But I'm telling you, when we're fearful, when we're overwhelmed, when we're just feeling lackful, our creativity is not a lot. The creativity side of us is there, but you really can't see it. You won't be able to see the opportunities. You won't be able to see the win-wins there. You won't be able to see, the opportunities of friends or connections there that are able to help you and support you. Those opportunities are not going to be in your vicinity because they're there. They're there, but you're not going to be able to lean into them and actually focus on it because you're focused on the problem, focused on the issue. Okay? You don't have to focus on any issues. You don't have to focus on the problem. What you can do is build up your arsenal of wins, build up your arsenal of solutions, and begin to appropriate yourself in those areas. As you continue that pattern, as you continue that process over and over again, honestly, it's going to be a benefit for yourself, and it's really going to be a really great process for yourself. And that's going to be some self-care work that you're doing for yourself. Self-care, that's what you want. Regularly check in with yourself. First thing in the morning. Definitely before you open the door for everyone else. Starting first thing in the morning for yourself. Honestly. And then do me a favor. Make sure you connect with somebody else. Connect with the coach. I'm a coach. Okay. A coach needs a coach. I have a coach. I have someone there. Connect with the mentor. Connect with a good, safe friend. A network of people that are going to be out there to support you. Because you don't have to do this by yourself. You are not by yourself. Make sure you check in on them and put that in your schedule as well, too. Always put it in, because they're going to be your great emotional well-being coaches. They're going to be there to support you and to make sure that you recharge and remind you, those people that are out there, those amazing people, they're going to be your accountability partners. You need an accountability person that's going to lean in and happily help you and lean in and support you. Hey, remember that you're going to do that process work today. Oh yeah, you remember you're going to actually go jogging today. Oh, you're going to actually schedule to go jogging tomorrow. Hey, what time are you got that? You already got that? You got that? Get that strong friend that's out there to able to tell you and support you and let you know and to remind you just how great you are. You need somebody like that in your way of doing things. You're going to need somebody that's there, that's with you, that's able to let you know how great you are. You need somebody out there, a trusted friend, a creative friend. And honestly, if you don't have them, lean into them and connect with somebody like that. I promise you, they're out there. They're not going anywhere. They're out there waiting for you. I promise you they are. This is really, really good. So take some time for yourself and take some time to understand how great you are. Encourage somebody else. If you have somebody out there that needs this information, encourage them and let them know that there are people out there. And guess what? Let them know about this amazing conversation on Confused to Focused Talks with Lekeisha. Lean in and always connect with them and let them know how to connect with us. Like I said, I'm here. I promise you, I'm here to let them know a few things as well, for them to be able to lean into themselves and for them to have some strategies in their arsenal for them to create. I promise you, we all need each other. We definitely need each other. Oh, definitely when life seems overwhelming. Because sometimes I always say, life be lifing. Yeah, it does. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. But you know what? You don't have to do this by yourself. Always know you have somebody out there with you, they're able to lean in with you and share with you to let you know and give you some emotional clarity, give you some emotional resilience to understand that you can achieve anything that you have been presented to. I promise you, take some time for yourself to understand who you are. And I promise you, it's going to be great for you. And it's going to be a great process for you. Always know that this was given to you for a reason. It was given to you for a reason. This life is great. All you need is some clarity. All you need is some arsenals, some tools in your arsenal. That's what I say, tools in your arsenal for you to continue to move forward in. I promise you, it's going to be great for you. So this is really great. So family, thank you so much for this time that we have together. I really appreciate us having a conversation with each other, just talking about how we can definitely reframe this overwhelmed feelings and emotions, that really seem like it can't go any better, but it can, because it can be great. It's a great time for us to connect to each other. And I'm so thankful for us to connect together on the Confused to Focused Talks with Lekeisha. This episode is truly amazing. Thank you so much for each and every one of us connecting together, family. And I'm so thankful that we took some me time for us to connect with each other today. This episode was really, really great. And I'm so excited that you are here with us. Thank you so much for leaning in. You know what? I do have an opportunity for you for lean in with me, and I'm sure that you're going to definitely enjoy it. Greetings, everyone. It is your girl. I am Lekeisha, author, midlife empowerment coach, speaker, and trainer. And I'm looking forward to connecting with each and every one of you at the new summit, Breaking Free from Toxic Patterns. And I'm looking forward to us connecting together. And it starts on October 24th through 26th. And I'm so excited for this amazing summit because it's a power-packed summit that's going to equip you with all the amazing information on how you can break free from these toxic patterns. Also for you to live life free and definitely understand your mindset and understand your meaningful relationships that you need, your health and happiness that you truly deserve. It's going to be myself that's going to be the lead host, along with 6 other amazing Power Pack coaches and speakers. And they're going to have great conversations with you and telling you how they broke free from the same patterns that you desire as well. And definitely for them to connect with each and every one of you to understand truly what you truly need. It's going to be an amazing conversation that we're going to have. We have music, we're going to have poetry, we're going to have Q&A, and we're definitely going to have engaging conversation for us to definitely live life on purpose. So make sure you register for this amazing event at IamLakeisha.com. Again, that's IamLakeisha.com. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you moving forward ahead. Greetings. Yes, family. I am so excited for each and every one of you to join me for this amazing summit, Destined to Breaking Free from Our Toxic Pattern Summit. Definitely, like I said, is on October the 24th to the 26th, family. It's going to be a great time for us to connect together, family, and I promise you it's going to be great. Definitely the Power Pack coaches that's going to be connected with us. It's going to be truly amazing. I am so excited about it. And definitely for us to definitely lean in and tell our stories for our family. And I promise you, the stories that's going to be shared at this summit is going to be so amazing. Promise you it's going to be so amazing. And definitely, you already know it. You can connect with us. Like I said, the early bird special is still going on right now, family. And you can connect with us on IamLakeisha.com. Again, that's IamLakeisha.com. And that is the early bird special that's going to be definitely great for you, family. You know, it's all the way up until September 30th. So you definitely want to lean in for this special, family. Connect with me on my website. It's going to be great for you. And I'm looking forward for us to connect together, family. And it's going to be a great time for us to connect together moving forward. And we're going to be on Zoom, family. So we're going to be able to see each other. We're going to be able to break bread with each other and have a great time with each other. Definitely being able to lean into my amazing books, the How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus, and definitely lean on our merch as well. Our Soul Rockstar t-shirts, family. Oh my goodness. You definitely want to connect with us there. Definitely, it's going to be great for amazing women out there, women and girls. Definitely, if you're feeling so rock star, because I know you are, because you're resilient, you definitely want to go ahead and get your t-shirt right now on the website. Definitely want to connect with us. It's going to be great. It is available in all sizes, family, every last one of them. So definitely make sure you get up and make sure you connect with a friend, somebody else that may need that t-shirt. I promise you, because I already got on the pink one right now, the Soul Rockstar. I promise you it's going to be great. Definitely lean in. I am so excited about this one. Definitely, you know, it's such an amazing opportunity, family. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm so elated because we're going to have a great time with each other and definitely being able to move forward. Don't forget the conference also, family. It's going to be all type of cash prizes that's going to be there. You want to lean into that as well and definitely lean in. And definitely, you already know it's going to be a free ebook that's going to be there. Definitely you want to lean in to get that free ebook. Definitely on my website, IamLakeisha.com. Definitely want to get that. And that's going to be with everyone that registered. Everyone that registered. That ebook is going to be actually amazing, family. You definitely want to connect with us. So I'm so excited for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you, family. And I appreciate you for taking the time out here on the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha. This episode was truly amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, family. Thanks so much for leaning in. And definitely don't forget to come back on next Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. I appreciate you all so much. And you already know how we end every one of my shows. And all you do, lead with confidence, understanding, and love always. Always know that you're great. Always know that you are brilliant. And always know that you are loved. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming with us today. Have a great one.